Assalamu alaikum. Okay. I'd like to welcome you to Mr. Quick's online video lesson.
Academic value to this whole going over this book. Now, so in turn, what I am expecting is that you also take some time. It's only 2 sheets that you have to fill out for a whole week. Yes? Right. Now, because of that, I didn't say this before, so it's no big deal. This is wonderful. 100. Excellent. Thank you. In the future, starting next week, I want you to, number 1, I want you to answer all the questions in discussion form with at least a complete sentence. At least a complete sentence. Okay? No. Let's write it. Write it. Do's and don'ts as far as the sheets are concerned. At least a complete sentence. I don't want any, phrases or clauses or one-word definitions or anything like that, because I need to know that you read. And the only way I can know that you read, what is going on? The only way I can know that you read is that you write, something significant down. Okay. And I'm going to give you a hint. And it's the only hint I'm going to give you. You're going to see these questions again. Now, research. Okay, I need to know. I'm not asking you to attach a stack of papers, okay, to let me know you did the research. But I do at least want the research, in some type of sentence form, so I know you know what you're talking about and you did the research. Okay? That's all I want. That's all I'm asking. It's 2 sheets. And the reason I say it's 2 sheets for the whole week is that if you notice, you have week 18 already there in front of you. You don't have to wait. You can start on it, whenever. Okay, so I'm looking for a little bit more quality from the sheets. I'm gonna give these back. Well, we don't have time to do that now. I give it back at the end of the list. Huh? Okay, so we got that. Yes. If you haven't, my typeflash.com support staff alerted me to some concerns on the website. Some people contacted support, and if you still having problems with the website, bring your computers tomorrow, and we can have some fun, trying to, figure it out. So, let us begin. Okay, that's Otis already. Okay, anyway, okay, here we go. Now, whoa, I don't have to tell you what we're looking for, right? Maybe I do. Okay, what's the focus? Somebody raise your hand, tell me the focus. What's the focus? Yes, let's refresh our memories. Autobiographical narrative. Now, that means that basically we're looking for examples of autobiographical narrative. Okay? Yes? I would print out the focus sheet. It's only one for the whole quarter, and I would just have it with me. Just to make it party. Okay, now let's go back to what we're doing. Okay, yes. This is from page 3. Now, I tried to the best of my ability to get the pages right as far as the passages that I took. Okay? So, as we go on, it may not exactly be on that page, but I think it is. Okay? All right, here we go. Page 3. If you're doing the novel, it's not page 3. Okay? But if you're doing, okay, anyway. All right. When my mother was pregnant with me, she told me later a party of hooded Ku Klux Klan riders galloped up to our home in Omaha, Nebraska one night, surrounding the house, brandishing their shotguns and rifles. They shouted for my father to come out. My mother went to the front door and opened it. Standing there where they could see her pregnant condition, she told them that she was alone with her 3 small children and that my father was away preaching in Milwaukee. The Klansmen shouted threats and warnings at her that we had better get out of town because the good Christian white people were not going to stand for my father spreading trouble among the good Negroes of Omaha with that back to Africa preaching, yes, of Marcus Garvey. Before we get into, the meat of it, I just got a few questions I just want to ask. Is that okay? You don't mind, do you? Okay. All right. We read the first 3 chapters last night, right? Yes? We better have. Okay. All right. We read the first chapter. Well, wait. How can you read? Wait. How can you not read the first? How can you? Wait a minute. Slow down. Stop. Think. You turned in the sheets. How you didn't read the 3 chapters? Okay. So in other words, almost everybody read the 3 chapters, right? Okay. All right. So I won't analyze each person, but I will start calling on people. Yes, sir. Question. All right. Question. Okay. Wait. Excuse me. Question. At the beginning, in the first chapter, what did his daughter tell him? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? Wasn't the first chapter about his daughter? I'm talking to him. He's a leader. Wasn't the first chapter about his daughter? What was it about? His what? His mom's. His mom's? His mom. Okay. His mom. What about his mom? Her being pregnant? What's so funny? Her being pregnant, right? Come on. We don't have a lot of time. Her being pregnant, right? Yes? Okay, all right. Okay. Yes, sir. Tell me what his daughter said in the first chapter. Were you absent yesterday? Daughter? No? His daughter? Huh? Daughter? What does his daughter say? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. There was no daughter. Well, tell me who Marcus Garvey is. Raise your hand. Marcus Garvey. Who is Marcus Garvey? Raise your hand. Yes. Okay, yes. But tell me a little bit about him. Wasn't that one of the research questions? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about him. He was a Republican? A publisher? Negro Improvement, yes. Okay, all right. You proved that. That got me. You proved to me in the cornerback, yes.
He wanted the African Americans to return back to Africa.
Okay, all right. Okay. Good enough. Anyone else? Marcus Garvey? Okay. Now, question. What is this strange word? What scientific significance does it have in biology? Ku Klux Klan. Where is it at? Second line. What is that? It's a gang. Like the Bloods and the Crips. Okay, all right. Okay, so then anything to do with biology. Okay. Just asking, just checking. Okay, now we can talk about the focus here. Someone please, and I'm going to take volunteers. Someone give me an example of autobiographical narrative. And break it down, and this is what we're going to be doing the whole quarter. I want you to break it down the way I broke it down on the focus sheet. That's why it'd be good to have the focus sheet right now. In your explanation, I want you to do it like I did it on the focus sheet. Unfortunately, there aren't any color-coded areas here, so you have to do it from scratch, I guess. Yes. Wait. Is there an? Oh no. Is there? Nope. No. There's no example here. Okay. See? Huh? There's no example. That was my test. That was my test. Because if you know the focus and you know how I broke it down, then you would know there is none here. There's none here. Okay. Well, I wonder if it'll be one in the next one. Okay, yes. But after that money came, my mother had paid out a lot of it for the funeral and expenses. Funeral expenses. Okay. She began into town and returning very upset. The company that had a bigger policy was balking at paying it. They were claiming that my father committed suicide. Visitors came again, and there was bitter talk about white people. How could my father bash himself in the head, then get down across some streetcar tracks and to be run over? So there we were. My mother was 34 years old now, with no husband, no provider or protector to take care of her 8 children. But some kind of family got going again, and as far as long as the first insurance money lasted, we did all right. Simple question. Whose funeral? Now, wait, don't call it out. Slow down. Miss Myrna, are we okay? Wait a minute. You know, they love their pets and stuff. I mean, you know, so some people like to bury their pets. Was it one of the pets who were killed? Like the the dog, Fluffy, Fluffy, little Fluffy. Everybody loves Fluffy. Who was that? The funeral? Fluffy's funeral? His father. Oh, okay. Fluffy's father. What? Fluffy's father? Whose father? Who? Whose father? Malcolm X. Oh, okay. Malcolm X. Okay, his father. Okay. Very interesting. Could anyone tell me any information surrounding his death? How did he die? Was it a heart attack, stroke? What was it? Yes. 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 Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you said that at the very end. You said car accident. That was my next question. Was it an accident? Yes.
No, people believe that he was attacked and then run over.
Okay. Did we have any like information as to why people believe that? Yes.
Yeah, a group of white people.
Oh yeah? Okay. Okay, now, next question. What is she talking about when she says that the bigger policy was balking at paying? That's okay, that's okay. Today, it could be all about y'all. But tomorrow, yes.
Because the insurance company wouldn't pay them what they owed the family,
Mm-hmm.
because they thought that their dad had committed suicide, so they had to provide welfare.
Yes. Yes. So insurance policies, some people take out insurance on people, and then those people have accidents, and then the insurance company don't want to pay sometimes because they feel that it wasn't an accident, it was intentional. So in this case, that's what happened. So they had 2 policies. One was paid off, the small one, but the big one didn't, causing some problems. Yes? Yes. Okay, let's get down to the goody stuff, the good stuff. Example of autobiographical narrative. Can we find one here? Anyone? Do we have a consensus with no? Yes? No? You think it's the last part? Okay, explain it to us. Okay. All right. Talking about a personal experience. All right. Anyone else? Who disagrees?
It's personal.
Okay. Tell us why you disagree. You know, I just came up with an idea. I just came with an idea. Just to make it interesting. Bonus. It's a bonus point idea. Okay. It'll be a bonus point idea. It'll be the young ladies against the young men. Yeah. Maybe not today. We start tomorrow. You know, just to make it fair. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It'll be the young ladies, young men, and actually this would have been one of those bonus situations. However, you know, actually there is not an example. Not an example here. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe next one. Oh, that's it. End of chapter 1. There really weren't any examples in chapter 1. But of course, you know, now we're in chapter 2. You got some questions you got to write down for chapter 2. Now, some of these questions are in those sheets, not all of them. Had I put all the questions on the sheets, everybody would have been crying. So here we have 5, and I'm just taking a peek. Not all of them. It's 1, 2, 3. It's one of them we didn't do. I was going to see which one it was. Mascot we did. People around him. What happened to his siblings we didn't do? That's the one we didn't do. Okay. What happened to his siblings? It's the one we didn't do. Okay. Here we go. The only reason I didn't put all of them because I didn't have enough space on the page to squeeze a whole lot of questions on you. Pick and choose. Okay. So that's the only one that you really should write down is what happened to his siblings. And you know what? Before we even start, what happened to his siblings? You already read this. This is chapter 2. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. What happened to his siblings? What happened to his siblings?
They were separated.
They were separated. Okay. All right. Okay, that's enough because we're about to come to it. Here we go. Okay. Now we're on page 20, and now we're on page 20. Now he's in school. They all like my attitude, and it was out of their liking for me that I soon became by them as a mascot. I know now. They would talk about anything and everything with me standing right there hearing them, the same way people would talk freely in front of a pet canary. They would even talk about me or about niggers as though I wasn't there, as if I wouldn't understand what the word meant. 100 times a day they used the word nigger. I suppose that in their own minds they meant no harm. In fact, they probably meant well. It was the same with the cook, Lucille, and her husband, Dwayne. Okay, now, I don't know. You tell me. Question. Is there an example of autobiographical narrative here? Is there an example? Take your time, take your time. Is there an example here? Okay. Remember now, you know, refresh your memory. Definition of autobiographical narrative. Tell me what I'm looking for, because when you tell me there's an example, I want you to break it down like I broke it down. Break it down like I broke it down. Break it down. Hint. I'm going to give you hints since we're just starting. There's a little tiny one in there. A little sneak bit. It's a little tiny one there. Okay, all right. You got it? Okay, go ahead. Tell me. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, there's no, that wasn't it. Okay, someone. Yes.
The part where he said they would even talk about me or about niggers as though I wasn't there, as if I would understand what the word meant.
Okay. Keep. Oh, you want to stop there?
100 times a day they use the word nigger.
Okay, you want to stop there? You sure? You want to continue?
No, I think that the part is starts from, I suppose that in their own minds they meant no harm. In fact, they probably meant well.
See, now if it was a competition, they'd be like tag team. They'd be like, you watch wrestling? They'd be like tag team. She would take the hand and she would have jumped over the rope, and then it'd be like that. Because actually, both of their answers put together is an example of autobiographical narrative. Here, he's mentioning an event that happened, and at the end, he's saying that they probably meant well. Meaning that as he looks on it, he doesn't really think that they knew what they were doing, or that they thought it was something wrong and they were trying to degrade him. This is his own, trying to explain that event. Yes. And in a way, because this was written in the 1960s and there was a lot of focus on racism, I think he was trying to also give a message to maybe the reader to understand that a lot of people are using this word now, and they may not necessarily be using it because of some, hatred. They might not even realize that what they're doing is wrong. So, okay. A little tiny itty bitty teensy weensy tiny whiny example of autobiographical narrative. Okay, let's see if it gets a little deeper here. Okay. This is page 20 here. It was the same with the other white people. Most of them local politicians, when they would come visiting the swirlings. The swirlings. Okay, we'll come back to that. One of their favorite parlor topics was niggers. One of them was the judge who was in charge of me in Lansing. He was a close friend of the Swirlings. He would ask about me when he came, and they would call me in, and he would look me up and down, his expression approving, like he was examining a fine colt horse or a pedigree pup. I knew they must have told him how I acted and how I worked. So he was very pleased. Question. What is a swirling? What is that swirling thing? Swirling? It's in the water? Swirling? Right? No? You don't know? Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Question. The Swirlings, he said there was a family taking care of him. Well, what kind of taking care of this? What do you call this? Yes. Foster family. Yes. Meaning that, a foster family is a family that brings you in. They don't adopt you. Okay, I don't know if they do adoption, but they don't adopt you, meaning they don't have papers saying that I'm your new mommy and daddy. But they just take you in and you live there. Foster family. Do they have that here? Out of the kindness of your heart and the deep understanding of charity, can you go to an orphanage and invite someone to live in your home? No. Why not? Why not? What's wrong with that? It's okay, right? Yes? Me? No. I can't. No. I can't. Believe me, it's a whole lot of people at my house already. Okay, at any rate, so not adoption, but foster, okay, foster family. Next question, what is he talking about, the judge? What is that, the judge? Who is that? Why is he talking about the judge? No one? Okay, that's okay. The judge is the person who is really in charge of him, since he doesn't have adopted parents. The judge is responsible. The judge can take him out of one home and put him in another if he sees fit. That's why he came to go check on him as he did. Okay. example, autobiographical narrative. Actually, I did a little trick on you. You sure? You sure? Okay. Miss Aliyah? Okay. They should know that. Ali? Okay, you think it's the last sentence? You too? Okay.
2 lessons. He would ask about me.
Okay. Actually, I did a little trick. Actually, this is a continuation of what was in the last one. Yes. It was the same with other white people. Meaning that he's continuing with that idea that he's trying to get across to the reader that maybe these people don't understand their use of this word. So I tricked you. Okay, all right. Well, let's see about the next one. Maybe I won't trick you in the next one. Yes. Okay, this is on page 23. Then, in the second semester, Then, in the second semester of the 7th grade, I was elected class president. It surprised me even more than other people, but I can see now why the class might have done it. My grades were among the highest in the school. I was unique in my class, like a pink poodle. And I was proud. I'm not going to say I wasn't. In fact, by then, I didn't really have much feeling about being a Negro because I was trying so hard in every way I could to be white. Which is why I'm spending much of my life today telling the American black man that he's wasting his time straining to integrate. I know from personal experience I tried hard enough. Well, let's see. Let me just call on somebody. Yes, sir. Could you show me an example of autobiographical narrative? What's up, honey? You can help him. Okay, how about someone in the back? You can help. Example. Okay, take your time. I know these things sometimes take time. Okay, sorry, time's up. Can't spend all day doing this. Wait, okay. Break it, no, I want you to break it down the way I broke it down on the sheet. Okay. You can't see. No. Well, guess what, guys? So I'm going to be a nice guy today. Because I should give all of you. You know why? This is the example on the sheet. This is the example on the sheet. Oh, okay. I'm not only speaking to you. But this is the example. No, wait a minute. There's no excuse. We went over it yesterday. The sheet. You told me what? Okay. That is the example on the sheet. We're going to stop here because we have something to take a look at. But I think that we should do some reading tonight. Okay? As far as the sheets, you need the site. As far as the book, you bring me a flash drive, I'll put the book on there, but that's not going to help you with the sheets. So, as far as the sheets, you bring your computer. Okay? If your computer all of a sudden start working today, then, that's good. But if not, bring your flash, I'll give you the book. Let's move on to some, some other things. Huh? Okay, yeah, let's see. I'm curious to see how it works on Linux. I never tried it, so let's try it. Okay, here we go. Okay, pay attention, please. Yeah, boy. Yes.
No one was more thoroughly educated with whites than us. No one had lived more so in the society of whites than us.
We was the only black children in the neighborhood. But on the back of our property, we had a wooded area. So the white kids would all come over to our house and they'd go back in the woods. So now I'm going to say, let's go play.
Tell you what, the person who believes that this wasn't set up by our own government is an idiot.
It's the best sight ever.
I read once, passingly, about a man named Shakespeare. I only read about him passingly, but I remember one thing he wrote that kind of moved me. He put it in the mouth of Hamlet, I think it was, who said, "To be or not to be." He was in doubt about something. Whether it was nobler in the mind of man to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, moderation, or to take up arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing, end them. And I go for that. If you take up arms, you'll end it. But if you sit around and wait for the one who's in power to make up his mind that he should end it, you'll be waiting a long time. And in my opinion, the young generation of whites, blacks, brown, whatever else there is, you're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution, a time when there's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods. And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.